Brawl Talk just dropped. I've got all the important information you need to know. Starting off, Brawl Stars is collaborating with Disney Pixar's Toy Story, and everyone will be able to play Buzz Lightyear for free in December. Buzz Lightyear is going to be only available to play for a limited time, but everyone will also be able to level him up to max for free. That includes gadgets, star powers, or maybe just one gadget, one star power. I don't know, even a hypercharge for Buzz Lightyear. You'll be able to unlock him on December 12th and only play him for a limited period of time. And you will not be able to play him in ranked, but every trophy that you collect with him will be added to your season trophies. So he's gonna help out a ton if you're trying to unlock a trophy box, because like if you just push him up to 1,000 trophies, boom, there you go. You've got, what is it, a big box? No, it's bigger than a big box. Really, really awesome. Now, another thing that makes Buzz Lightyear really unique is that he has 3 different modes that you can choose from, different attack styles and supers. It's basically like he's 3 brawlers in one. For his laser mode, he fires a laser that deals a ton of damage on impact and then deals extra damage over time, very similar to Crow's main attack. For his super, he fires 5 lasers in a fan shape that each do a little bit less damage from one of his main attack over the same amount of time. Now, his second mode is a saber mode, very similar to BB's attacks, where he uses his lightsaber. No, it's not a lightsaber, it's just a saber. It's a sword, a laser sword. This is Star Wars, this is Toy Story, and that acts as a melee attack at close range, very similar to BB's attack, like I mentioned. Now, his super sends him flying straight up into the air for a moment, and then he falls with style onto the ground, dealing nearby damage to enemies and knocking them back. His last mode is wing mode, which fires 2 projectiles for the main attack that each deal more damage the closer you are to the enemy. For his super, he jumps away while dropping bombs on anything that he jumps over, sort of like a combination of El Primo's super and Janet's super. Now, while Buzz Lightyear does have a hypercharge, it doesn't actually affect any of his supers, so it's just a really good stat buff for him. Now, I should also mention that it looks like you have to select which of the modes you want to play before you start the match, and you will not be able to swap between different styles mid-match. Meeple is the newest brawler that will be permanently added into the game, and it will be the January brawler. I guess we're not exactly sure what Meeple even is. They're obsessed with every kind of board game and like dice, and he fires pawns at enemies from chess. They know every single rule to every single game, but ironically, they love to break those rules while forbidding anyone else from breaking them. For their main attack, they fire missiles that slightly hone in on the nearest enemy, kind of similar to Piper's homemade recipe gadget. We can see that the attacks deal a little extra damage, but I'm thinking that's one of their star powers. Now, their super creates an area that will allow them and teammates to shoot through walls that are inside the super. And it looks like what happens is that Meeple and their teammates will be able to attack through the walls, but the enemies will not be able to shoot through those same walls. He's creating rules for them that he then breaks, which is interesting. We also see Meeple create some sort of square wall that they will then use their super on. I'm not sure if that's a gadget or some part of their super or what. It looks like Colette literally got trapped within there, which seems just really broken, very OP, which is just interesting. I gotta get my hands on this brawler and test him out. I'll release a Meeple Olympics for you guys. What does Meeple mean? I have never heard of that word before. You guys have to let me know if you can figure out what Meeple means. Now, there's not going to be an early access special offer in the shop for Meeple like they have done it previously with a lot of brawlers, but you'll actually be able to save up and unlock Meeple through the Pizza Planet event. They did say that if you saved up enough, you'd be able to get Meeple for free. Obviously, I think there's going to be some way for people to just like buy enough pizza slices to be able to unlock Meeple, but more information on that later. Ollie is the newest Mythic brawler coming to Brawl Stars, and he is the first taunter brawler in the game. He skates around on his hoverboard and blasts old school hip hop through his boombox loudly for all to hear. Now, apparently the beats are so good that you quite literally have no choice but to dance to them. For his main attack, he fires sound waves that go through targets and deal the same damage to anything they hit. It kind of looks similar to like Poco's main attack, but it is way more narrow and a little bit stronger. Ollie's super dashes him forward and pumps up the volume on his boombox. Now, his music creates a small area around him that forces enemy within it to move toward him and follow him wherever he goes until the music stops playing. Now, the enemies can't attack or activate abilities while under the influence of the music, but it also looks like Ollie is muted during the super as well, so he's probably going to have to rely on his teammates to kind of like, you know, kill the people. But he does start attacking this Bonnie while she's still following him, so he might be able to attack the enemies before the taunt runs out. It's just kind of a little bit hard to tell because it's a bot and it might not even be attacking him, though it could. I don't know. We'll have to see in a future video. We also see Ollie hopping over a wall in one short clip, and his super remains charged after he lands, so I'm assuming that's one of his gadgets. I didn't see his super dealing any damage at any point, so he's definitely going to be a support brawler and should be pretty interesting to play. We've got 6 hypercharges coming to the game. This is sooner than I was expecting. I mean, it is an update, but it's only been a month since the last update. For Gray's hypercharge, he summons an extra portal that gives everyone on the team a shield, not just him, but also his teammates. And I'm also very curious to see how the second set of portals will work. What I think will happen is he will put down a first set of portals with his regular super, and then once he has a hypercharge super, that will create the second set. But maybe it just automatically summons a second set of portals. I have a lot of questions about this one. The clip makes it look like it will help your whole team across the entire map, which is just insane. I could even see Gray being played on Heist, even though he's not typically a great Heist brawler. Either way, I'm going to need to test this on the developer build, so I'll give you guys more information in a future video. For Janet's hypercharge, this makes it so that you can control her better while she's flying with her super. What is super strong though is that with this activated, she will be able to stay still while in the air. This is going to make her super way better at actually dealing damage, and honestly, it kind of looks like a skilled player will pretty much make it impossible to avoid damage. So this is actually insanely good for Janet. I'm kind of interested to see how much better she's going to be competitively with this change. Ash's hypercharge makes his super spawn 2 times the rats as normal. Normally he spawns 5, this will make him spawn 10. This is a really simple hypercharge, but I think it's going to be very strong especially against brawlers who can't attack against more than 1 rat at a time. Like, can you imagine a Piper running away from 10 rats and trying to fire off at them? No, she's just going to take a bunch of damage, and there's a good chance she's going to die just from the damage of the rats. Also, it's going to make it easier for Ash to charge up his rage, which will be very strong, and Ash just getting a speed boost from his hypercharge is going to be very good for him. Eve's hypercharge makes her eggs continually spawn hatchlings until it is either destroyed or decays. This looks really good in my opinion. I imagine that a well-placed hypercharged super is going to make things very difficult for the enemy team, especially brawlers, once again, like Piper, who can only attack one of them at a time. Now, Barry's hypercharge, oh my gosh, this makes Barry's super leave a paint trail in a much wider area. It looks like twice as wide. Not only will this increase Barry's area coverage against enemies, but it's also going to provide a massive place for his teammates and himself to heal. This is actually insane, especially for a brawler who charges his super and probably his hypercharge as well by healing himself and teammates. Now, Melody's hypercharge is going to make it so that while using her hypercharge, she spawns an additional note around her for every dash that she does. It looks like with 3 attacks and 3 dashes, she will have a circle of 6 notes dealing damage, which could very quickly eliminate any brawler that she gets close to. That's going to be very dangerous. Something I'm really excited for this update are 2v2 modes. I'm trying to think, I don't think we've ever had 2v2 modes in the game except for Duo Showdown. Now, these 2v2 modes are going to be for game modes that we already know and love, right? We got 2v2 Brawl Ball, 2v2 Knockout, 2v2 Gem Grab. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited for this. 2v2 Brawl Ball, that's gonna be really interesting. But there's also going to be 2 new game modes available for 2v2. Air Hockey is a new mode that is very similar to Brawl Ball, but the puck will travel faster than the Brawl Ball and will travel further as well. By the looks of it, it's kind of like every kick is a super kick, which is really cool. Now, additionally, instead of winning the match with 2 points like is normal in Brawl Ball, you need a 3rd point to end the match early. I guess scoring is going to be a little bit easier in here. This should be a lot of fun. Special Delivery is another 2v2 mode that is very similar to Payload. The difference is that there's only 1 track so that you won't have to split your focus between offense and defense. Instead, you can just focus on moving and delivering while defeating enemies along the way. Additionally, if you have 2 brawlers on the point and the enemy only has 1 team on the point, you will be able to still push it along the track, which I think is a nice change. We've got tons of awesome skins coming in this update. Now, I'm going to show you them all of the skins here, but you're gonna have to wait for a future sneak peek for the actual prices, which, let's be honest, that's what we all really care about, right? The Toy Story skins are going to be based off of Toy Story characters like Woody, Bo Peep, and Buzz Lightyear. Not for Buzz, but for Surge, although we will get Buzz Lightyear as a brawler, which is interesting. I've got to say, though, it is hilarious that they are adding Jessie skins. Oh my gosh, like a Jessie skin. That's so funny. I really want to get this skin off my account. Surge Lightyear is actually going to be free in the Pizza Planet event as well, which is going to be really cool. For the Pizza Planet, it's going to start on January 2nd and will end early February. The goal is to collect pizza slices on a daily calendar, but there will also be pizza slices that come from quests and a leaderboard that will work very similar to the contests that we had in Angels versus Demons just now. However, they're going to be adding additional points for players who win faster, deal more damage, heal more health, people who complete the objective like score a brawl ball or pick up gems. You'll also get more points for defeating brawlers. With that said, though, the points will only get added if your team wins the match. So overall, this is going to make honestly, I think the whole reason why they're doing this is it's going to be a lot harder to tie with people like you could in the Angels versus Demons event. A lot of times people would get like 3 wins and then the number 1 person would have 3 wins and then nobody else would spend their tickets and everybody tied for first, right? That's probably not going to be very possible. It also means that overall skill should matter a bit more as well. Now, pizza slices are used to buy from the Pizza Planet shop, very similar to the SpongeBob event where we had Krusty Cash and we spent it in the Krusty Krab shop, right? There's gonna be special offers that you can trade your pizza slices for, including resources, hypercharged star drops, and some presents from Brawladays, which we'll talk about more of those later on. You'll be able to get Surge Lightyear for free, and there is a chance that you'll be able to get the new brawler Meeple for free as well. We're also going to get some toy skins that will be available in the Brawladay Presents event. Now, to unlock these skins, you will want to log in every day leading up to Christmas and then participate in the Mega Pig, which is going to be replaced by the Mega Tree. The more wins that your club gets, the more presents that you and everybody else in your club will get. And all of the presents will be opened up on December 25th for everybody, and everybody will get presents. And that's, honestly, it's kind of a creative, fun solution for like, Mega Pig will be kind of cool and special this year. The rewards will be these toy skins that I'm showing here, along with some of the Brawladay skins and other resources. Now, 2 exceptions, though, are Reindeer Bonnie and Jolly Janet, who will only be purchasable in the shop like most skins typically are. January is going to be the Star Force season, and with it will be some new Star Force skins. Keep in mind that the Kenji skins will be unlockable only in the Brawl Pass, and his color variations will be available in the Brawl Pass Plus. But the other ones will be available in the shop like normal. This is going to be pretty cool, and it sounds like they're going to be bringing some of the Star Force skins back, or at least some color variations, which is pretty awesome. I love the Star Force season. I'm excited to, anyway, this is going to be great. February is going to be the good randoms season, and with it, we've got some good random skins coming into the game. The Melody skins will be the Brawl Pass skins, along with the Brawl Pass Plus color variation, and the others will be purchasable. Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling here. Purchasable in the shop. I think it's hilarious. They're adding Bye Bye Buzz. it's just, oh man, the 90s kids. Let me tell you, it's a good one. In February, we will also be getting a couple of Brawlentine skins, so get ready to celebrate with a loved one, or if you don't have a special someone, you can play Brawl Stars instead. And it probably won't fill the never mind, I don't want to say anything. Anyway, yeah, let's just, okay. Upcoming in this update will also be some 29 gem skins for Jean, Gale, Crow, and Penny, and there's also going to be the World Finals Leon skin in celebration of Team Humble winning the 2024 World Championship. That is going to be awesome. Also, you're now going to be able to adjust the sound effects and music separately in settings. It's going to be some sliders, which will be interesting. You can turn up sound effects all the way and turn the music kind of down so you can still hear it, or any sort of variation. That'll be cool. And that is everything that we have to talk about for this update. I'm super excited. Let me know in the comment section below what you are most excited for. I'm actually very curious to see what it's like to play a temporary brawler, Buzz Lightyear, and for it to be removed from the game after that. So it's going to be really interesting. Make sure you guys use code Kairos in Brawl Stars shop or on store.supercell.com, which is a great way for you to get bonus rewards for all of your purchases in game. We'll see you in the next video.